Okay, so I don't know who's watching, how are you doing today? And today's plan is mostly just wait, give me a second, I need to close my window. Today's plan is mostly just looking at the rest of the update of Zenless. I did already look at it a little bit more. I'm, I'm not gonna lie about that. Like I did some stuff, but it was mostly stuff that I couldn't fully put off like until the stream. You know that thing. I really need to get the real estate, don't I? What was it even called? I'm also just putting up like Zenless. Give me a second. Mm, Not that deep. Okay. I haven't done this yet either. Just remember this. Mm, and is it in game again?
you had dinner yet? A full stomach?
Should I add more pepper next time?
Yeah, they did update like something in Lumina where, as far as I know. There she is. Did I miss it? Hey, hey, let me out. I will type something. Again.
Manager, you're here too!
Billy and Nicole? Are you guys here for the mech test drive too?
Hiring the cunning hares for a ride doesn't come cheap, you know. My connections catch wind of everything. Word on the street was that they dug up a mech, possibly from the old civilization. So of course I had to come see for myself.
You're just here to see if there's something in it for you, huh?
Boss,
Okay.
didn't we overhear this at the noodle shop? You were even doubting it at first. If I didn't insist.
Billy!
Classic Nicole.
Proxy, sorry for calling you out here on such short notice. Is little Eos here too?
I knew it. EOS matters more to you than I do.
Yeah.
Not at all. Anyway, Anton should have given you a clear rundown on the mech, right?
It was pretty clear, considering that it was coming from Anton.
The poor thing isn't trying to cause trouble. It's just going through something all machines experience at some point in their when it's out of its comfort zone, it becomes impatient, loses control, and spirals into random fits of rage. It's classic adolescent syndrome. I can't help but feel bad for the little cutie.
What?
Grace, what you're describing sounds like some kind of emergency defense system malfunction.
That's just an external factor. What's more important is that we need to show the machines a little more love, don't you think? It took me a lot of work to override its defense protocols and calm it down for now. Even Sweet Pea is completely exhausted from helping out. She's still sleeping. Actually, those two are kind of going through the same phase.
Yeah.
Shh, don't let her hear that. The repair costs, labor fees. Oh, we've got a lot of numbers to crunch for this one. Good thing it happened in the hollow. Otherwise, the damage would have been way worse.
Don't worry, Ben. With the proxy's help, this mech could end up being pretty useful.
I thought I was just going to pilot adolescent syndrome? Are you telling me this mech has self-awareness?
Of course it
It's just following pre-programmed instructions to go berserk. It hasn't actually developed self-awareness.
Straightforward.
It's meant to be piloted, but right now, it's running entirely on preset commands. You'll understand once you see it for yourself. It's sleeping in our warehouse right now.
Ooh, I'm coming. We could totally sell this mech to the military and make a fortune.
Boss, I just like reading mech comics. But this mech does look kind of familiar. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. It was from a comic. What was the name again? It's about a Bangbu scientist who built a powerful mech to get revenge on humanity. Oh, the story must have been too cliche. I can't even remember the name.
Don't sell
Yeah.
yourself short, Billy.
Yes, yeah.
It's possible this mech's owner is a Bangbu. You all saw it just now. An adult wouldn't be able to fit in there. Even Sweet Pea wouldn't fit.
That is.
That's why I asked the proxy to bring Eos along.
Grace, is the mech's defense system still active?
Ah, sharp as always, proxy. Yup, it's ready to explode at any moment. Ever since it was dug up, its defense protocols have been running non-stop, which means it's currently on the path of constantly going berserk and then self-destructing.
Why'd you suddenly move so far away from us, boss?
I just thought, isn't it getting kind of late?
Relax, we've still got time before this kid explodes. I couldn't fully disable the defense system, but I did manage to put together a temporary external cockpit. With this, you can control the mech remotely, Proxy. Here's the plan. Eos will enter the mech's internal cockpit to bypass, or rather, trick its defense protocols. Meanwhile, Proxy, you will use the external cockpit to establish a link and take control. Of course, since we haven't cracked the core defense system, you'll probably struggle to control it at first. That's why we'll need to improve control and compatibility through training, modifying, and real combat. Once we hit 100% control, we'll have full command over the mech, including its defense protocols. That means no more explosions. It'll be unleashed. Saved.
Can you guarantee Eos' safety, Grace?
To be honest, I can't. We're short on time and I haven't had the chance to fully test this method. But if it completely loses control, it won't just be Bellabog Industries at risk.
Don't worry, Proxy. If it really comes down to it, Bro and I will have your back.
I'll also be monitoring everything closely. Proxy, this is something only you and Eos can pull off.
Got it. Let's get started then.
This one is so much better. Again, range is so much better.
How's it feel, Proxy? Are you getting used to it? You're not having trouble breathing, are you?
Chris, wait! The inside.
The oxygen supply system is failing. Oh no, I didn't have time to run a proper diagnostic.
No, don't jump the gun. I just didn't have time to catch my breath. I was gonna say that the inside of the mech is way too loud.
Well, as long as it's not an issue with the external cockpit.
I knew it. In your eyes, the machines are all that matter.
I've run 97 simulations in my head. The mech's defense protocols were designed to resist external control, but those protocols are solely focused on outside interference. The way it's responding, is the problem worse than we thought?
I think you might be right. Its voice sounds really welcoming? Almost a little too welcoming. From the moment I synced with it, it started blasting some dance music from the old civilization, and kept repeating stuff like, "Welcome the destroyer of humanity," and "What is the ultimate secret of the universe?" Could it be some kind of ID verification?
Maybe it's just something its original owner programmed in. Some people in the field like their mech to address them in certain ways for a little extra personality. I may have done something similar when I first started out.
Lady Grit.
My Proxy, you came up with that awfully quickly.
What?
My Proxy, you came up with that awfully quickly. Is that...
No, I was just trying
Thank
to
you so much
lighten
for
the mood.
the follow.
Oh, I
Hi.
get it.
Good. How are you doing? Okay. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
But with a mech design this quirky and its programming so impeccable,
Okay.
I feel like this child's original owner must have been someone like me. A true tech buff with a unique flair.
Did you just compliment yourself?
That's good. And okay.
Please stop resisting.
Hmm? Yeah.
Manager? I didn't expect to run into you here.
Thanks. And yeah, cats are cute. Cats are always cute.
Is this a golden bamboo? It looks kind of different from what I remembered.
Hmm? Yes, I can. It, uh, well over 5 years. You?
That's what Chingy calls it. It's been popping up around town and causing us all sorts of trouble. Oh, look at this little cutie patootie.
Oh, you're a feisty one. All right, I'm gonna call you little guy.
Hello.
Excuse me. Could you maybe not hug the suspect?
Suspect? Surely you don't mean little guy. What did it do? Steal electricity? Bully other Bangbu? What kind of crime could something this adorable commit?
Murder.
Disturbing public order?
Good enough.
It strolled into the shopping district, drew a massive crowd, and completely blocked traffic for 2 hours.
Been worse.
We brought it in for questioning, and instead of cooperating, it started yelling at us, accusing us of interfering with its mission to find some golden mecha.
Golden mecha. Sounds like something straight out of a comic book.
Little guy, you sure you lost a gold mech and not, say,
Fair
a
enough.
gray one?
I genuinely don't know what the false looks like though.
That's a shame. I thought you might actually be its real owner.
Well,
But the
I
one
have
we found
two
is all
first
dull
heads
and
that I made.
gray.
I'll
Doesn't
probably
have
have
that
a third.
golden mecha energy at all.
But just first the head and pause because I can't have a full first right now. Yeah, just the person. to you. Do you have any socials? I like it. Really need one, by the way.
Cheap knockoff? Did you just call my work a cheap knockoff?
Eh, over a year, possibly two.
Oh,
I'm
little
not sure.
guy.
I
Sounds
just
like
know
you're
a year.
suffering from hollow-induced delusions. But don't worry, I know just how to fix that. Let me crack you open for a quick little tune-up. It won't hurt,
Yeah.
I promise.
Well, it's in my Discord server. It's just the weekly schedule is fine.
Poor little guy. He's seriously unwell.
Bangbu destroying humanity. That sounds familiar.
As I
Did
said, there is
he
a
mention
weekly
something like
schedule
this
in
before?
my Discord. I just like put a new schedule each week.
Suspect, mind your words! Under new Eridu Public Safety Law, Article 132, threats against public safety carry a maximum sentence of 25 years. Manager, Grace, I'll take it back to public security for now.
Yeah.
Sorry for all the trouble.
That way I can just adjust it.
Wait. Somehow it feels like we're the ones who caused the trouble.
Or I haven't
Eradicate all evil.
to upgrade because I finally got
I can help you ward off misfortune and disaster.
and it hurts W and O. Sometimes I play Zenless, sometimes I make models in Blender. It honestly just depends on how I feel and everything. There was just an update, Zenless, and currently I'm going through everything in the update. Need to wait with that one. I need to wait with the disk drive. I currently don't really have a job. That's not for now. I also need to upgrade her. I'd rather not add just random people like to my friends list. If you're talking about the server, there is a link. Like, if you're talking about the server, there is a link for it like, in my about page. Like, yeah, but also it's relatively upgrade. even more so, see? And with her proper Saudi engine too. So yeah, really very much considerably stronger. What can just see window by default? Give me a second, I'm just trying to get a comparison. Okay, so it's level 60 G1 does way less damage than this without upgrades. Okay, and a oh my god, that's more damage than without upgrades. Holy. Yeah, but I don't like wear it often at all. No need. I make my own stuff typically. Yeah, I do.
What brings you
Just
here
like I
this
made
time?
my own model by myself. Right? So
What brings you here this time?
what enemies are there?
I can help you ward off misfortune and disaster. What brings you here this time?
Wanna be my research subject?
Is wait. Where where is he? Where is he? This does not make sense.
I can help you ward off misfortune and disaster.
Which alias should I use this time?
Looking for intel? Or hiring me for a job?
Which wanna be my research subject? Let's stir up some trouble.
Let me finish my cup of hot water.
What brings you here this time?
Even more AT. Holy fuck.
I can help you ward off misfortune and disaster. How about a reading before we go?
It sounds like a good enough game.
You must be Ishwan Shifu. I've heard a lot about you.
Captain Roland. I remember you. You're the Defense Force liaison at Scott Outpost. What brings you to Swabian Temple today?
It's about the outpost. We recently rescued a number of independent investigators from Hollow Zero during a routine patrol. They were all exhibiting signs of miasma exposure.
Miasma? How peculiar. The presence of miasma has greatly diminished since the fall of the old capital. I've only seen it in Lemnian Hollow in the past few years. But if it's manifesting in Hollow Zero, that certainly is unprecedented.
What?
We had some researchers from Waifei Peninsula check the investigator's condition. It turns out that the symptoms were indeed caused by miasma corruption. It was not some coincidence or shared delusion of any kind.
Well, the line between what's real and what's imagined is often far thinner than people would believe.
Yeah, I mean, technically speaking, reality is just your brain's imagination. Because it needs to process like the input from the eyes, for example. And a lot of the times it makes a lot of shit up. That's why you also have
Huh?
blind spots. There are spots that you also can't see, but you think you can see them. Because the brain just
Let's get
guesses.
back to the matter at hand.
The independent investigators had all the proper gear, compliant carrots, clear routes, the works. But they wouldn't give us any credentials, ID, or explain what they were doing in Hollow Zero. Since we didn't have proof of them breaking any rules, we couldn't force them to tell us the source of their carrot. So all we could do was plan out routes based on the locations where we rescued them, and investigate from there.
I see. So what is it that you seek from me?
The route we're taking next is in close proximity to the Lost Void, and not many investigators are qualified to go that deep. I heard that you have a way to effectively suppress miasma. We were hoping you would join us in this investigation.
I've consulted the divination. The key to solving this matter lies not with me, but with one whom I will encounter on this trip. The signs suggest that we may still find what we seek if we set off now.
Really? In that case, now's the perfect time to go.
Not quite.
Oh? How long should we wait then?
The most opportune moment was yesterday.
Then I guess we'd better get moving. Do you need to inform your disciples before we depart?
This is but a small errand. No need to trouble them.
What about the talisman you'll use to suppress the miasma? Don't you need to prepare those?
Rather than preparing the talismans beforehand, I think we'd better play it by ear.
Thinking I went to highlight this, but it's not a round. This is actually a hard choice. Yeah, but I'm gonna go for this.
Understood.
Need to recharge?
Step back. Let me handle this. Shit!
Round them up.
Let's make this quick. Shit! Concentrate.
Tingy, I'll make it painless.
Shit!
Here.
Hi. You must be the help that Captain Roland mentioned?
Correct.
Yeah.
And since you've yet to insult me,
Yes,
Wait.
that's me.
Accidentally.
and since you've yet to insult me, I presume you're Orphe?
Yes, that's me. Sorry, she doesn't feel like talking right now. I'm not the best at analysis, but let me give it a go. So we've located a few coordinates. There was the one from earlier, and...
I'll take it from here.
Right. There you go.
I'm sure Captain Roland has already filled you in about the miasma victims we found in Hollow Zero.
Yes, the ethereal we faced just now was clearly spawned from miasma. There's no longer any doubt. Miasma has clearly taken root in Hollow Zero.
I knew it!
That's a sign age. It's a fair amount of years, so.
I told them that ages ago.
What is that?
I can't believe those higher-ups are bringing in outside help. What are they thinking? We could have handled this ourselves.
Hold on. The whole miasma thing is already bad enough. And now
Whatever. Just finish what you're saying and let's get moving. All this time we've wasted talking to her could have been spent wiping out another wave of ethereals.
Oh, I'm okay.
Anyway, we're trying to figure out a pattern to the victim's coordinates and see if those locations can be traced back to the source of the miasma. But the coordinates we got don't exactly match the areas where the miasma readings are the strongest. What do you think? Should we keep chasing this lead?
With just the four of us, it's unlikely that we'll be able to pinpoint the flow of miasma. I suggest we split up and follow the coordinates of those suspicious individuals.
walked right into this one.
Weakling.
You saved me! Thank you! Thank you so much! If it weren't for you, I would have died here in the Lost Void. All for a few measly dennies.
To risk one's life for money is hardly uncommon. But surely it wasn't just a few measly dennies that led you all the way here, no?
Yeah, the pay is pretty good. But given your abilities, you probably don't need any.
Why don't you tell me how much? Huh. Wow. Heavens. That much? I'm so jealous.
Huh?
I mean, why don't you tell me what brings you here to the Lost Void?
Okay. You did save my life, so I've got nothing to hide from you. My teammates and I risked everything to come out here and mine a rare type of ether crystal. Our employer always provides us with carrots and gives us marked routes to follow. As for what those crystals are used for, we've asked before, but they've never given us a straight answer.
So, your employer discovered a hidden vein of ether crystals here in the Lost Void.
No, not exactly. Each time they send us out, they give us different carrots and destination coordinates. We never really know what the paths are like until we're already en route. And honestly, there were even a few times when it felt like we ended up in the exact same fissure as before. But I remember the crystals hadn't been there the last time we passed by.
A mobile crystal stalagmite formation. Interesting. And what about miasma? Did you or your companions ever encounter any? Or perhaps any ethereals spawn from it?
Miasma? What's that?
Okay, let me phrase it differently. Have your coworkers been having any unusual dreams lately?
No, but they did mention they'd been dreaming late. One of them dreamed of the fall of the old capital. In the dream, he missed the Defense Force's request for veteran backup due to a comms failure. And so, he evacuated his whole family early enough to make it safely to New Eridu. Another dream, she was given a perfectly accurate carrot route. She entered a companion hollow alone, and was able to save the dog that had been with her for 10 years. To be honest, I also had... never mind.
I know what you encountered now. As for what happened in your dreams, I won't press you further. There's no need to reopen old wounds. Once you get out, remember to take some time and learn about miasma. But for now, give me a copy of the carrot you used on this trip, and... take this. You should leave as soon as you can.
You're... from Yunquei Summit? Then, here, take this. I'm never coming back to this place again, but this is something our employer gives us every time. Consider it a sort of special supply. Or perhaps it'll give you some clues?
Here, 1 second. I need to think.
I'll make it painless.
Let's make this quick. Concentrate. Shift.
Face the consequences.
Disappointing. This'll be painless. Psych.
Ishwan Shifu, did you manage to find any leads?
Yes, those victims you mentioned were not investigators. They were hired to enter the Lost Void and illegally mine ether crystals.
Ether crystals? I mean, sure, if that's what they're after, I get it. Ether crystals can be refined into ether energy. But even the ones in Hollow Zero aren't much different from those in any companion hollows. Why risk everything to come all the way into the Lost Void for crystals?
There's only one way to know for certain.
You mean, you know where they were headed?
I happened to encounter one of the miners. I asked her a few questions and acquired her carrot. If regular ether crystals aren't worth all the risks, then her employer must be seeking something far more rare, something that moves on its own.
Moving ether crystals? How is that even possible?
Is it so unbelievable? The Hollows are teeming with countless moving ethereals, fissures, and hollow raiders. Is it really so unthinkable that one or two of those beings may like roaming around while carrying ether crystals?
No.
Really? You don't find it strange?
Every person, or ethereal, has their own ambitions. But those fake investigators, they knew nothing of miasma.
Okay, I see. Then what are we supposed to do now? Are we really going to chase some walking ether crystals through the hollow?
The woman I encountered, her being stranded may have been an unexpected incident to her employer as well. She gave me a useful supply item, and assuming nothing has changed, her carrot should still be working.
A supply item? Hold on. I think I've seen something like this before. It looks like gear from Rusty Cliff. If she's with Tops, then yeah, it makes sense why she knows so much about the Lost Void. But the question remains, if it's just some fancy kind of ether crystal, why all the secrecy?
If this matter is entangled with affairs outside the Hollow, then it lies beyond my concern. But here in the Lost Void, I gave you my word. So if the connection between this incident and miasma turns out to be a mere coincidence, then I shall have my disciples carry out a separate investigation. For now, let us head to the destination indicated by the carrot as soon as we can.
What a nuisance.
This'll be painless. Like... Concentrate. How do you like me now?
Let's make this quick.
Execution continue! Damn it! I almost barely...
Pressure's off.
Out of my way!
Go walk right into this one. Round them up.
Disappointing.
Round them up. The pressure's on. Let's get this quick. A little gift for ya. Let's make this quick. Cross the line.
Let's make this quick. The pressure's on.
Please, don't resist. Too slow.
The ether crystals here aren't the usual variety, but I can't really tell what's special about them either. Ishwan Shifu, anything on your end?
Just an ethereal who likes roaming around with ether crystals on its back?
Wait, so it actually does exist? Are you talking about one of the ethereals we just fought? But they didn't seem...
No. The ones just now were no different from the miasma-corrupted ethereals in Lemnian Hollow. But here, I see signs of a much bigger ethereal. A true large ethereal. The kind worthy of a dedicated entry in White Star Institute's exploration records. Not the weaklings we just faced.
So the large ethereal, does it have...
From what I can tell, it seems more like a traveler in a rush, leaving their luggage behind.
Then what about the miasma? What's the connection between the two?
Captain Roland, have you ever seen someone toss a coin into a wishing pool?
Of course, but...
From what I hear, you're one of the few academics in the Defense Force, and you're familiar with the many strange phenomena of Hollow Zero. But as for myself, I'm merely a newcomer. I cannot deduce the movement patterns of a large ethereal with only scattered crystal remains and traces of miasma. Your expectations may be a bit much even for a wishing pool.
Sorry.
The miasma readings in the area are still fluctuating. We should keep moving. As for the miasma, I'm afraid this is as far as we can investigate for now. The miasma here seems to share the same source as that in Lemnian Hollow. Those investigators were likely tailing that large ethereal. Their miasma contamination may simply have been an unforeseen incident. Whether Lemnian Hollow or Hollow Zero is the true origin of the miasma remains unclear, but if I had to choose, I would place my bet on Hollow Zero. There are too many mysteries surrounding the miasma. I can only hope there isn't another place in the world like Hollow Zero, a place that completely defies all normal logic.
Understood. I'll take some samples from these crystals and send them somewhere safer. I'll ask someone at the outpost to help analyze them. If there are any new developments, I will contact you immediately. After the last investigation, Magus and Trigger had brought back similar ether crystal samples. I compared them and passed everything on to Ray.
That's right. Given that there have been previous encounters with another large ethereal, I decided to search the archives for any matching records on these crystals.
Any findings?
If we're talking about the Association's databases, then no, nothing at all. Luckily, Roland brought up that this might be connected to Rusty Cliff. And when it comes to understanding a big company, I reckon the best place to look is their financial reports. Ishu and Shifu, are you familiar with the scope of Rusty Cliff's business?
I'm afraid not. Please, go ahead.
Compared to a traditional mining group, Tops's Rusty Cliff has some unusual revenue entries. Part of their profits are attributed to an ethereal named Hoba. People used to think they profited from ethereals by just collecting samples from ones they encountered while exploring hollows, and then using them to produce precious relics or other hollow exploration supplies. But that kind of revenue should be pretty unstable. Especially since HSO isn't supposed to let creatures like that roam freely in the hollows.
Unless those crystals are rare.
Exactly. If the real thing Rusty Cliff has been profiting from is some special kind of ether crystal they found on Hoba, then it all makes sense. Maybe Hoba simply likes collecting ether crystals, and the company just robs it all the time. Or maybe it nests in fissures where those crystals naturally grow, and they keep raiding its home for valuables.
Unfortunately, we don't even know what makes the crystals profitable.
We'll need more info to ascertain that.
What about the miasma?
Unfortunately, I searched every database I have access to for the keywords Rusty Cliff and Hoba, but I didn't find anything linking them to miasma.
So the miasma's just a coincidence? No, it can't be.
I agree. It's unlikely that Hoba and miasma just randomly cross paths in Hollow Zero.
Sorry, if there is nothing further, then I have something I need to tell you. I'm afraid other tasks require my attention at Yunquei Summit. As for the mysteries of Hoba, miasma, and those ether crystals, I shall leave them in your hands. Should you need further assistance...
If what we need is an outstandingly sharp and talented investigator, then I think we've found the best candidate.
Indeed.
Hold on. You mean me?
You are indeed an excellent candidate.
And it's not like
My
you
most
didn't work with them
trusted
before.
independent investigation team captain. I'll be counting on you.
There's no rush for the moment, though. I'm still trying to gain clearance for a related file. If I manage to get it, I'll be in touch right away.
Got it. In the meantime, I'll keep analyzing these ether crystals. Let's see what's so special about them.
Hello there, Wise. I know it looks like I'm slacking, but don't worry. I officially took the day off.
Uh, Nobody said you were slacking. Wait, you took the day off to see a movie?
Huh. So you're not here for the. Oh, well then, Miss Haley, mind explaining the promo event? We have a very serious movie critic standing here.
Welcome to Gravity Cinema! I'm Haley, the box office clerk. We just opened a newly renovated theater today. To attract more movie enthusiasts like yourself, we are holding a series of promotional events. The first 100 customers today will receive a Gravity VIP card. As you watch more movies here, this card will level up, allowing you to unlock a variety of gifts and better discounts. Oh, and the first customer to watch every movie in our lineup gets an exclusive bonus reward.
A 10% discount on all movie tickets and one free movie every week. Amazing, right?
The first 100 customers get a VIP.
Nope. You're still in time. I'm number 52, so there's plenty more left. You're here, so might as well.
That's reasonable enough. I'm
Great. Come on, just hop in line behind me. Any film catching your eye?
I haven't thought about it yet.
Same. I was only here for the perks. Honestly, I didn't even check the showings. We can pick one together. Work's tiring enough. How about something fun and chill to unwind?
Just realized it has, yeah, not necessarily bunny ears, but yeah, here's the thing. That explains the nose. Yeah. Yeah. Do one thing.
What are you gonna see this time?
The kids at the arcade keep talking about this movie. I'm curious to see what's so great about it.
What an interesting friend. But this also proves it has a distinct charm that makes more. Ah, I see. It's all right. I'm also excited to hear those iconic lines the kids love to quote. I'm probably just like your friend, an adult on the outside, but still a kid at heart. Otherwise, I wouldn't still be a Godfinger all the time, right? What's wrong? You've got your eyebrows furrowed. No need to be so cautious. You don't have to worry about anything with me. After all, it's precious time off work. Let's just relax and enjoy the movie. See? Being chill is just as contagious as happiness.
Oh no.
A true hero doesn't run away! There's only one true trump card, and that's me! Now, show me what you got! I shall list your crimes and put a stop to this endless war!
This is such a rare movie experience. Everyone is cheering for the. You really looked like a true Starlight Knight. You're so shy, but still trying to act tough. You're the type of kid that can't stand losing its. Everyone is so hyped. This interaction is even more fun than the movie itself. What a special movie. No wonder the kids love it. I'd say it's just okay, but it does feel very pure, I guess. Good thing I watched it. Now I've got more to chat about with everyone at the arcade. Instead of saying, I love my job, it's more like I enjoy the experience that comes with it. You get what I mean. Honestly, I don't know myself, but maybe that's just how it is. In the arcade, everyone becomes a kid again. No matter who the customer is, no matter who wins or loses, everyone's just there to have fun, pure and simple. Like kids, right? Maybe I just like hanging out in places like that. It's similar to how you like random play. It's the kind of movie you can just relax and enjoy. Fun, yet full of excitement. No wonder it has so many fans. The knight levels up, fights monsters, and saves the world. Feels just as pure as a classic video game. Gotta catch up on this series somehow. Looks like I'll be hitting the video store more often.
What are you gonna see this time?
Oh no.
The story begins. That was amazing. It never gets old.
What are you gonna see this time?
Movies and popcorn. What's the connect? I see. I get. You don't need to worry about me. I still have time to stick to the plan today. Proxy, I appreciate you being honest about my mistakes, just like Yanagi. I hope you can always be like this. I will. Sorry. I lost myself for a second. I hope I didn't bother you. Oh, I'm good. It just made me realize something. Every time I go on a mission in the Hollow, any mistake could be the end of me. Even in the cinema, where everyone else is giving themselves to the movie. It's a place where you're supposed to be open to every emotion. But I'm still reflexively shutting down my feelings. Maybe that's a sign that I haven't really gotten stronger, just better at avoiding things. I suppose that's good training in and of itself.
Don't you understand? Even if your kid wasn't trapped by the Hollow, there's no way he would have made it. Stop fooling yourself!
For a mother, only what she sees with her own eyes is real. Besides, my child hasn't given up believing in his mother. His heartbeat gradually calmed down. He knew I would definitely find him.
Really? Maybe that mother is inspiring me. Even with all the danger along the way, she's discovering her wisdom and strength at lightning speed. So they're going to be okay. Oh. I want to watch scary movies. Other than that,
Fredo.
you don't... Prox, I hope you can always... I will... Sorry. I lost myself for a second. I hope I did... Oh, even... It's... Maybe that...
Don't you understand? Even if you're...
Really? Even... She's just... So they're... Oh. No, actually, I'm really glad you brought me to watch this movie. It's been a good experience. Not just because you're here, but also because I learned a lot. Proxy, I know you've got a heavy past. What does that mean for you? I can relate. It's the same for me, so you don't have to worry. Guided by a faint heartbeat, she finds her way through the intertwined hollow and emerges from an abyss of despair. Being a mother seems to take priority over every other role. I've met a lot of moms, and they're all like that. Thanks for watching this with me. Now I understand why Sokaku cried.
What are you gonna see this time? Come back soon!
Why, hello there, manager from across the street.
Hey, Elfie. Are you here for the first 100 tickets too?
First 100 tickets? I'm not sure what you mean. No, I'm not really here for the event.
Is anything new showing today?
No, not exactly. Actually, I come here once a month to watch the same old film. I'll have to find a different cinema if this place ever stops showing it.
Watching the same movie every month.
It's not just about nostalgia. Bardic Needle's selection has its unique flavor, but the flavors of music are a tricky thing to grasp. Sometimes I like to draw inspiration from different things. Besides, your store actually has a copy of this film, but funnily enough, I don't have a videotape player, so I have to come here to watch it. Ever heard of Coffee Mate?
Yeah, I know it. In fact, it's pretty popular at the store. It's a love story between a human and a coffee machine.
That's the one. No matter how many songs you hear, some melodies just stick with you. No matter.
It's been a while since I last watched it.
Perfect. Then let's watch it together. I usually watch movies alone, but having company should be interesting. Especially for this film. I'm really looking forward to it.
No problem. I was...
Splendid. Let's grab our tickets and head in.
Enjoy the movie magic!
Hmm. You have sharp eyes, manager. You see what my heart desires before I see. Seems you excel at reading other people's thoughts. But don't worry, I don't mind that at all. My thoughts? I was just reminded of some past experiences and realized I'm somewhat similar to Mr. Rob. But why are you so concerned with my thoughts? You think I'm mysterious. That's rather unexpected.
Mr. Rob, is this latte art a habit of yours or a secret love letter?
Customer preferences detected. Double syrup with 0 loneliness concentration.
Never mind. I like it anyway.
What do you think of their relationship?
can be pretty childish sometimes. Please, don't get me wrong. I don't mean that in a bad way. Rather, I feel you're so genuine, both in your taste in music and in the words you. No matter how many times I watch it, I never get tired of it. It's endlessly enjoyable. People are complicated. I'm sure you have secrets others don't know, right, manager? Just like tuning, we show different sides of ourselves depending on who we're with. With you, I suppose I'm just the owner of Bardic Needle and nothing more. I see. I didn't think I held such a place in your heart. I guess I should stop by the video store more. I hope you'll come around more often too, so we can enjoy beautiful melodies together. The intimate bond between machine and human, like a long, fragrant melody.
Okay, so I think I'm going to stop here for now because, man, you know, starting to have a headache and everything. Yeah, it was a good stream, and see you in the next one, I guess.